I've been reading through this antique diary, which was written in 1917 by an 18-year-old woman named Anglesey. In my last post, I read you a few days from the end of May, where she's starting to take her final exams for school. In true Anx fashion, she was even late to one of her exams. One of the coolest parts about this diary is Anx also treats it like a scrapbook. And she adds in little pictures and newspaper clippings. And one of the things that was folded into the diary was this chemistry test. It says mid-year examination, so this is not the test that she's taking for her science exam right now. But I thought it would still be fun to read it now since she's taking some exams. For some context, this is a photo of Anglesey's school, Brooklyn Heights Seminary School. It's a very small private school with only 5 or 6 graduates at a time. She's in her junior year right now. I'm not sure if they called it that back then, but she does have one more year of school after this one. So here's the test. Question 1A. Write a question that you would have liked to have been called upon to answer that would require knowledge of facts and clear thought in their use. B. What in the work has interested you most? What has been the most stimulating mentally? What has the most practical bearing? Do you look at things out of doors more? C. What books have you used in your study? Write title and author's name of the textbook you are using in this course. Question 2. Distinguish between mixture and compound, atom and molecule. B. Discuss air and water in detail, including a consideration of their properties, component parts, characteristics of their constituents, and the preparation of the elements concerned. Also, other compounds of these elements. C. Discuss water from the point of view of its properties, which give it great value in the economy of nature. D. Calculate the heat absorbed as 10 pounds of ice is melted, the water heated to the boiling point and vaporized. 3A. State Boyle's law. Explain meaning of absolute temperature briefly. State the kinetic molecular theory. B. Discuss the conservation of matter and energy. 4A. Comment upon the scientific men whose lives you've studied and their interest for you. B. Discuss the value in learning through experiments. This diary has taken me on many deep dives, but I haven't yet looked into education at the time. I can guess, though, that this is not a typical test that an 18-year-old woman in 1917 would be taking. She came from a very wealthy family, so she was privileged enough to go to this private school, and I think she received a much more robust education than many at the time. It's so interesting, even just the way they word the questions, like the part where it says scientific men. It's very interesting to think about what's changed and what hasn't.